I'm Doug Imbo with the Lewis Winch Company. We got a great product, the little Lewis Winch, that's used by people all over the world. And we've seen some real disasters the last few months in Haiti and down in Chile. And we've been watching them on TV and watching people dig people out with their bare hands, trying to overturn vehicles and rescue people and broken buildings and whatnot. And we know that if our Lewis Winch was down there, we could save a lot more lives than what's happening right now. So we have a little demonstration we want to do for you today. We've got an overturned van here. Of course, there's nobody trapped in it, so don't worry. But we have an overturned full-size Ford van, slightly stripped. But we're going to show you just how easy the Lewis Winch can flip that van back up onto its wheels. Now, the Lewis Winch can be anchored to anything. It has to have an anchor point, whether it's a vehicle or whether it's a rock or whether it's a tree. We have a new product out, too, that we have some videos out on. It's a Lewis Winch ground anchor. But in this particular case, we're going to use the Lewis Winch trailer hitch mount. Now, the Lewis Winch trailer hitch mount is a real quick and easy way to mount the Lewis Winch onto any vehicle with a 2-inch receiver hitch, and within minutes, actually seconds, we can hook up onto this van and get it back onto its feet and save some people's lives. So quickly, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, the first thing we want to do is just slide the trailer hitch mount into this receiver of any vehicle. It's nice, light, easy to handle. There it goes, and just requires a pin. I'll just slide that pin into place. We put the lock pin on the other side. Now that's ready to go. Our anchor is set to go within seconds. Now the Lewis Winch has a shackle on the bottom. Now that shackle is where you can hook a chain, a tree saver belt, a cable, or anything you need to anchor it to anything. In this case, no tools required. All you do is drop it onto the Lewis Winch trailer hitch mount, slide it forward, it's locked into place. Now what we do is release the clutch and take off a little bit of brake so we can pull out the cable. Now what I do is I keep a bungee cord onto the brake so we keep a little bit of tension so when I pull the cable out, we don't get a bird's nest. That's pretty easy to get used to. Once you get it set in the right spot, you'll haul it out. Now I'm going to run this cable over and hook it on and then show you how you do this. Now I've run the cable over and I've got it all hooked up to our overturned van. Now we're going to start up the saw, re-engage the clutch on the Lewis Winch, and pull it back on its wheels. Now this particular van doesn't have any wheels, but you can see just how easy it'll be. So here we go. We'll fire up the saw. Engage the clutch. And take up the slack in the cable. Okay, here we go. That van's going to come over. Now you can see in an emergency situation just how quick we would have that vehicle turned over, back up on its wheels, and now we can rescue the people involved. Now, that was so much fun. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the other side and pull this back over for you and show you how easy it is to turn it around the other way, because we like to leave things the way we found them. But that's how the Lewis Winch does that. Well, we've turned this big old Ford van back around to its wheels. As I said before, there was no wheels. But anyway, we're going to leave it the way we left it. We're going to pull it back around one more time for your enjoyment. So we're going to fire up the saw, and off we'll go. Hang on. And that's how the Lewis Winch does that. Search and rescue agencies everywhere. You should be interested in a Lewis Winch. It'll make your job a lot easier. Have a look at our website, www.lewiswinch.com.